happening, dude? We're here. We made it. It's been a long time coming. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce we made it. Yeah. Hi, my name is Robert Hernandez. Some people call me Robert. Some people call me Bobby. Some people call me Rob. Some people call me Robbie. Call me whatever the fuck you want because nobody else seems to ask. They just kind of all assume that I'm cool with my name being played with. This is extreme. I just want to give little disclaimer here. Little tiny disclaimer, guys. And the disclaimer is this. Number one, my air conditioner is on because it is 95 degrees at 7:40 p.m. in the San Fernando Valley. Number two, this show doesn't have a working title yet. I thought I had one. Turns out there's a podcast that has that name, and I'm trying to figure out if I can still use it if I just put with Robert Hernandez. So I don't know. Maybe episode 2 will have a title, but for right now, I made a commitment to myself and to people around me that I would have an episode. I would have an episode out on Labor Day. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Don't even really know what it is. Never really cared to look, but I'm going to Google it right now just for the sake of giving you guys good information. Labor Day is September 4th. Labor Day is a federal holiday in the United States celebrated on the first Monday in September to honor and recognize the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievements of the United States. Give it up for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for yourselves if you work. If you don't have a job, fuck you. That's basically what that means. Fuck you if you don't have a job. Yeah, happy Labor Day. We're here. It's been a long time coming. I'll get into it a little bit. Basically, what you're going to come to expect from this show is basically it's going to be a weekly solo podcast of me just kind of either going over bits or I don't want to say going over bits. I'm not going to come in here and be like, this is the joke I told. But what I am saying is that I'm going to come in here and maybe I might have a little idea in my handy dandy notebook that maybe I wrote something down that day and I'm thinking, oh shit, I need to talk this out. But I don't really want to go and stand in front of a bunch of mentally ill people, right? At a fucking open mic in Los Angeles. So before I put myself through that pain, I figure why not make myself feel as corny as possible on camera and then I can practice my bits. So yeah, that's basically going to be the premise of the show. Sometimes we'll talk about things that I'm trying to flesh out on stage. Sometimes I'll have a fucking crazy clip that I want to talk about. I might have one of those today depending on how long this goes, but yeah, man. We're here, baby. We made it. I just want to give a shout out. First of all, I'm acting like I won a fucking Emmy because I'm releasing a podcast out of my bedroom, but I want to give. That's how self-important I am. I'm like, no, I thank you. Haven't even accomplished anything. But no, seriously. I want to give a super, 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 super big shout out to, firstly, my loved ones, my friends, my family, my sweet, beautiful, darling girlfriend. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all those people because ultimately without them, I don't think I would have had the courage to put myself out there like this. At least yet, I've been pushing this shit off for way too long. Man, I want to say the first inkling that I had of starting my own thing, my own podcast or starting a show, probably came in 2019. I've always known that I wanted to do it, but honestly, it was just me standing in my own way. And I hope that if you don't get anything from this, which you probably won't, because this really brings no value except for entertainment. I'm not coming at you with facts. I'm never going to read a headline news story. You know, this is purely for entertainment. And if you're not entertained, leave a fucking shitty comment. Leave a comment. It's feedback, baby. I'm fucking ready for you guys, dude. I've been doing the work in private, bro. What the fuck you know about doing the work in private, bro? You don't know shit about that, dude. I don't even know who I'm talking to, but you know who the fuck you are, man. I gotta sit up and talk to you straight, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time. Never could muster up the courage or never felt like I had the right equipment, you know. All the excuses you can make to keep you from doing something is what I did. But here we are, man. I got this thing today. Apparently it's called a windscreen. And I need one really bad because, as you can see, I have really bad teeth grinding on one side. So everything that I say that has an S really comes at you hard. You know, it really fucking... it really does that to you. But this is helping. I can hear myself right now. And, yeah, my S's aren't coming out as hard. But I'll work on it. I'm trying to... honestly, I feel like the only person in Los Angeles who actually needs plastic surgery and hasn't gotten it yet. You know? That's me. I'm that guy. Maybe that's the title for the show. We'll just call it Botched at Birth. I like that. But I don't know if you guys do. And quite frankly, I don't really care. Because this, like I will continue to say throughout the whole entire thing, is going to be for me and not for you. So if you're listening, thank you. I hope you're getting something out of it. But just keep in mind that in no way, shape, or form do I really give a fuck about what anybody has to say, because ultimately I'm starting something out. And here's the thing that nobody gets. Something about our generation got this fucked up. But one thing that nobody seems to understand is that at the beginning of any pursuit, you're really going to suck fucking ass. And I'm trying to let you guys in on my process of sucking fucking ass so that it'll make you more comfortable at you sucking fucking ass to be good at whatever you want to be good at. Okay? So like I said, if you don't get anything from this, if you don't like the sound of my voice, if you think I'm a fucking despicable, shitty human being, the one thing I hope you take from it is to just stop putting off the bullshit and just go and do the shit. You know, like go do the thing that you've been saying you want to do or been telling your homie, oh shit, you know what we should do? We should motherfucking do this. Just do it, dude. Just fucking do it. Okay? Stop thinking about what everybody cares, or nobody gives a fuck anyways. Like nobody really cares. I mean, some people will care, obviously, like if you do something bad or whatever, but like, I mean, if you're just trying, people that hate on you for trying tend to not try. So just keep that in mind whenever you're trying or starting something new. As you can see, we are here in my bedroom. I was going to film in the living room, but Kirsten's working, and it gets loud when she works, you know, because she has all of these gadgets and gizmos that she needs to make her art. Whereas me, I'm a simple guy, dude. I need a fucking pair of headphones, microphone, laptop, phone, light. We're on. And I can see myself in the reflection back here, right? Oh, I got a hair in my mouth. Great. From this little fucking windscreen. Doesn't this look like the hat that like a Russian guy would wear? Like, can't you just picture when Putin like said yes to invade Ukraine, he was wearing a little hat like this, and then he said, "Yes, go get Ukraine." And then they went and did it. See, life's really about calling your shot. Putin called his shot. He said, we're going to get this motherfucker back. And hey, man, he did. Getting into politics. Sorry, don't want to do that. But it was just for a quick little tangent. I don't want this to be political at all. I know it probably will be at some point, but right now, in the beginning, I'm just focused on talking to the mic, making a show, uploading, and calling it a day. So yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a long time coming, dude. Back to what we were talking about. The people that hate on you for trying something are usually the people who don't try at anything. So just let that be. Just speaking from a little bit of experience here. As somebody who really would consider what people who mean nothing in my life were thinking about me for a very long time, I've now come to learn or come to know that most of that's in your fucking head. And I'm not in therapy, but your boy's changing. Your boy's making moves, baby. Okay? And I don't know if any of my Instagram followers are listening to this or watching this, but as you can see on cam, I cheated on my barber. I'll tell you one thing, I'll never do that again. Let me tell you the story. Okay. It's July 6th, 2023. My birthday is on July 8th, 2023. Or every year. My birthday is every year on July 8th. July 6th, I text my barber. Hey, Angel. Wondering if you have anything open for Friday morning or even Friday afternoon. Really got to get a cut. My birthday's on Saturday. A couple minutes later, get a text. It's Angel. He goes, hey, brother. First of all, here's my thing. Let's stop. Men, women, daddies, mommies, non-binary hotties, whatever the fuck you are, let's stop doing the brother thing. Can we just stop doing the brother thing? I'm so sick of, good job, brother. Go get him, brother. Tell him, brother. Fuck you. Not everybody is your brother. You're not Snoop Dogg. Not everybody can be your nephew. So stop being, yeah, brother. Fuck you. Just be more creative with your words. Okay? That's all I ask. Read a fucking book. Speaking of books, last week went and visited my grandma, and me and my grandma have a shared interest in not only history, but also just like U.S. history or just world history in general. But my grandma really loves God because she's a grandma. And she got me this book that is titled, I believe, I don't know where it is, but I think it's called The Speeches That Changed the World. And it's just like a book of speeches and basically like context on the times of at which the speeches were given. And personally, my favorite speech was, well, before I tell you my favorite, let me tell you my grandma's favorite, because she's a grandma, right? My grandma's favorite speech was the speech that Jesus had in the book. And I'm not even religious enough to tell you the speech, but that tells you enough you need to know about my grandma. But my favorite speech from the book, and I'm going to read it to you because I think, and we're going to talk about it after, but this speech it has to be one of the best fuck yeah America things of all time. Okay? I'm going to give you a little context. Or, not contacts. Context. That's another thing. If some of my words sound mumbly or jumbly, just keep in mind I got a mouth issue going on, you know? But I'm not going to, I don't want to make my thing an identity. I don't want to make, what was wrong with me who I am. But I'm just saying, if my tongue, sometimes I feel like my tongue is when your shoe's untied and then you step on the untied shoelace with your other foot. That's my tongue in my mouth when I'm trying to talk. It's my right side is just we're good. We're talking all day. And then my left side's kind of lagging behind. And then sometimes my right side steps on my left side. This sounds really weird. I'm not giving blowjob instructions. I'm just trying to tell you. But, dude, anyways, this fucking speech, man. It's the context of the speech is it's the day after it's the evening of 9/11. September 11th, 2001. Okay. George Bush is addressing the nation. I'm going to read you the whole speech, too. So, here you go. I might dip in and out of it, too, but 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, and our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. These victims were in airplanes or in their offices, secretaries, businessmen, women, military, federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, and huge structures collapsing have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. I feel it coming, baby. He about to drop that motherfucking bars. Anyways, we're ramping up here. I'm gonna kind of like guide you guys through this, but we're getting to my favorite part. As you can tell, I'm getting excited. A great people. Oh wait. Fuck. Okay, sorry. I skipped one. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. I'll start over from the last paragraph and I'll just keep it going. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, and huge structures collapsing have left us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat, but they have failed. Our country is strong, motherfucker. He didn't say the motherfucker part, but he said our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shattered steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. Not done. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world. And no one will keep that light from shining. Today, our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America. With the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help in any way they could. This is where it fucking ramps up. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plans. Our military is powerful, and it is prepared. Our emergency teams are working in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue efforts. Our first priority is to get help to those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from further attacks. The functions of our government continue without interruption. Federal agencies in Washington, which had to be evacuated today, are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will be open for business as well. All right, here's the fucking death punch right here. Ready? The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them, which basically means if you live in the Middle East and you're at a school or a wedding or anything where there's more than one of you, we're gonna fucking bomb the fuck out of you, dude. We're gonna fucking pew, pew, pew. I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with those who want peace and security in the world, and we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight, I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. This motherfucker George Bush is dropping Bible verses. Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me, Lord. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you, good night, and God bless America. Let me get into why I fucking like this so much. I know I kind of got excited and I skipped around while I was reading it. I just like, to me, the address of the nation after 9/11 was like, you know how they say that, like, when Babe Ruth would like called his shot, like he pointed out to center and smacked a fucking homer. That was what George Bush did in this speech. But his shot was the obliteration of the Middle East. Now, I don't agree with what he did. I love the Middle East, man. I love hummus. I love kebabs. Bro, I'm a big kebab guy, bro. Big kebab guy. Big kebab guy, as you can see, right? You think I look like this and don't have any kebabs in me? You're crazy. I don't like that he went and did what he did, but I just like the confidence that he had to be like, no. Yeah, you guys got us. But just you wait. And then it was just 20 years of death, fucking craziness. So I gotta give George Bush his props, man. Shouts out George Bush. I hope he's listening. George Bush, if you're listening, man, hit me up. I'll fly you out to LA. I don't even have money like that, but I can fly you out. If George W. Bush. Let me tell you something, George. If you are listening to this podcast right now, I'm just doing a little southern accent for you because I know that you're a Texas man and I like to level with you and I want you to come on this here podcast. But let me tell you something, George Bush. If you are listening to episode 1 of whatever the fuck this show is going to end up being called, George Bush, I will fly you out to California. You can come sit in my motherfucking living room and we can record a podcast. I'm not even a Republican, but I just like what you had to say here, George. So you just go ahead and let me know, brother. All right. Hook 'em. I got range. It's all good. I need water. My lips are dry. Okay. We're winding down here. We got 5 more minutes. So, here's another thing I want to talk about. YouTube families. Hey people my age, and even a little bit older. You guys are the fact that people seemingly are just having kids to make a little bit of money on YouTube. I mean, make really good. I mean, make money on YouTube. There's a lot of these. Now, I don't watch any of this shit, but my girl does. So when I come home from work and, you know, she has whatever the fuck is on the TV, sometimes it's like it's like a family YouTube channel, which sounds like wholesome. Like, how could that be? How could that be bad for anybody in the equation? Well, let me tell you, okay? I don't know if you guys have any background information or any context regarding like child actors and their stories and how fucked up that whole industry seems to do them. I seem to not see a distinction between a Hollywood child actor like a Miley, like a Demi, like a Macaulay Culkin. Like, I don't see a difference between that and I don't see anything different between that scenario and your parents pretty much pimping you out and exposing your whole pre-adult life without consent. Because here's the thing. If you're the parent of like a 16-year-old or an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old, shit, anything above 10, and I'm pretty sure if a kid doesn't want to be on camera, you would be able to tell, or they would probably tell you if you're raising a kid who can deal with confrontation well. But that's not what's happening. That's not what happens in these YouTube channels. This seems like a whole plan. And I don't have kids, so I don't know if maybe I would pimp my kids out. I don't know. I wouldn't like Epstein Island their ass, but shit, maybe I might record you at the park and we can get a couple views and buy us a new Range Rover, whatever the fuck car you want. You know, Tesla, because that seems to be what everyone drives. Here's the thing about Tesla too, and I'm not going to get too into the weeds on this because I know this is going to be something that I'm going to talk about in the future, but I just want to say, if you drive a Tesla, I'm not hating. I don't have a Tesla, but if you do drive a Tesla, man, just all I got to say is put some more thought into your life, dude. It's so funny too. Like people love, and I think my problem with Tesla isn't about the car, although I do have my gripes with the car, like the fact that the build quality sucks. My main problem with Tesla as a whole, as a company, as an identity, this like a lot of people seem to like make owning a Tesla a part of who they are. My main gripe with Tesla is the people who just suck Elon Musk's dick all the time. I mean, I'm sure like if you're listening to this and you follow, let's say 50 men on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and say 25 out of those 50 men have either posted an Elon Musk, reposted an Elon Musk clip from a shitty fucking panel he did. They bought Dogecoin during that whole thing. You know these people, right? But I just don't like how Elon has become like he's almost like he's like a modern day Jesus. And I don't buy it. I used to give into it. I was like, oh wow, this motherfucker's going to space and shit. He's building cars. He's going to space. He's digging tunnels. I don't know. It just kind of wore off on me, especially like when he goes on Twitter and like trolls people. I don't have a problem with trolling people. Shit, troll me, troll whoever the fuck you want. But, and I saw this yesterday. Actually, this is why I'm talking about this. Okay. The woke mind virus. That shit, the whole fucking Donald Trump like rhetoric of like, oh, it's a woke mind virus. And then Elon yesterday, this is why I'm thinking about it, is that I was on Twitter yesterday. Sorry, X. I was on X. Ecstasy. I was on X yesterday and I saw fucking Elon post something and the caption just said, the woke mind virus. And I just, honestly, I just want to say one thing. Hopefully this doesn't make this too political. The show's about to end anyways, but if you are on either side of the woke argument and you're hard on either side, like if you're hard right or you're hard left, you're a fucking cornball and you're being puppeted by whatever fucking family or weird lizard person people, like lizard people shit. You're being fucking puppeted by whoever's pulling the strings. I don't even know if there's anybody pulling the strings, but all I have to say is that if you're on either side, if you're on the left or the right of the woke mind virus, if you're anti-woke mind virus, if you're pro-woke mind virus, you're a fucking cornball. And you need to do some personal work. Yeah, I just think the whole woke thing, I think that shit was really it really fucked up a whole generation of people. And the one last thing I want to say about woke, and this is a woke show, dude. This is a woke show, okay? You'll see. When I have guests on, we're going to have guests of all different colors, shapes, sizes, identities, gender, motherfucking shit. I might have a chick with tits and a dick in here, bro. Figure that one out, motherfucker. A chick with tits and a dick, which means she identifies as a woman. She kept the cock, but she got a nice rack. I might get one of those people in here. I'm all about diversity, baby. I'm woke as hell. I know what's up. Shit. You know? But yeah, man. Fuck. Anyways, thank you for listening.
Don't get captured by the woke mind virus.
Woke mind virus. Yeah, man. Don't get captured by the woke mind virus. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. Mom, whoever's listening, I love you.